Okay. So, welcome to everybody. I am Daniella Kucsma. I teach at University of Miskolc, and my research topic is performance management. And performance management is too high, so I think I can a little bit later topic make. And I would like, and I make my research in hospital sector. So today I will speak about the performance management, the strategy, and the efficient, because I think this is most important when I would like research my one hospital. And my imagine was end of my research. I would like make a performance management model and the framework model when can measure the hospitals. First of all, I would like see my research hospital. So when I live in Miskolc, I decision I will research the Hungarian hospitals, but in Hungary have many hospitals, so I can a little bit smaller faculty make. And I see the hospital how many beds has and how many classes. And you see in the pyramid, I choose the county hospital because Hungary has 20 pages hospitals, but not all hospitals I research because have hospital and have just, for example, one classes. This is the special, for example, psychology faculty, but the country hospital have 16 hospital. So the first was I see the performance management. How can, for example, efficient and company, but after this company was too high, I make the public sector, and after the public sector, I see the organization level of office, hospital care organization, and the focus in Hungarian public funded hospitals. So Hungarian public funded hospitals, but county hospitals, then have 600 and 1,250 beds has. So I see the literature, and the literature have many performance management model. For example, a performance prisma, balance scorecard, EFQM, and Hoshin management. But I see before then I see the performance management model. I can speak and I can see the strategy for the hospitals, and the strategy has a very good. Methods. This is the radar methods, and because the radar methods is definition of a criteria system, the three part has. One part is approach, second is application, and third is evaluation. This is very good methods because has interpretation 5-point scale. So I can take, for example, when haven't got strategy in a hospital, I give a 0 point, and better I can take 4 point. And this is the strategy statement and SDS classification of institute interpretation of value. So this was very good when I see have the hospital strategy or no. And after when I see and I get point in the interpretation scale, I thinking this is not enough because the strategy is okay, have the hospitals or no, but I can see the efficient, and I can see which research methodology I can measure the hospital's efficient. And after I found one methodology, this is DEA, so data involvement analysis. This is math analysis because linear programming tasking this analysis, but this analysis is very good because when I have many numbers, for example, the hospitals, for example, how many bed has, for example, how many bed used in the hospital, can I measure this is efficient or no? Here is not five scale has, here just have just one scale. So when a hospital is efficient, get one one value, and under one have not efficient this hospital. And after when I see this, I make the radar, and after I make the analysis, I can see one pair, because I think this is radar and DEA is very good. And you see in this table, here is the hospital when I measure. I have 5 years. This 5 years was very interesting for me, because before pandemic situation and after pandemic situation, and of course pandemic situation, have the data for the hospital. This was very interesting. How, for example, for example, get plus bed the hospital, the pandemic situation, and stay this bed or no. So when I make the radar, here is the radar value, and you see the green line is the efficient line. So 3 years, three parties efficient: approach, application, and evaluation. And here is the DEA. This is the efficient hospital. And then have the green line, so 111 value. This is efficient. And after I can make a pair. So the radar is efficient and DEA is efficient. I get green line. So this is confirmed. So pass the two methodology. But when I see how many hospital is passed, just 3 hospitals, and the other hospitals is not, or one part is okay, one part is not, and we see the red line is not good. So I have this. This is very important, efficient, because we see that there have many hospitals efficient. But when see the radar, the strategy, and I think when, for example, the hospital would like make good performance management, it is needed strategy. Because the first is when we make the performance management, when the hospital say what is the goal. And when the goal, we can pair the strategy, and when have main goal and have a very good strategy, I think efficient working for the hospital. And after when I thinking a little bit how can measure the hospital, and when I see the performance management in the literature, I would like see the combination model. The combination model is two line has, but I would like show just one line. This is the main line, because the hospital's performance methodology combination, I make a contact matrix. This is the contact matrix, Van Helden life cycle model, and balance scorecard model was the main. And I see which is the important for the hospital. And I know the balance scorecard is very important because have 4 elements, but this is not enough for the hospital. So I take still one element in the balance scorecard, and this element is the trust. Because in the hospital, I think very important the trust, because not just the patient side, this is doctor side is this most important. And when I see and I make evaluation bank, and this evaluation bank have many number, and for example the hospital can choose which number can, for example, evaluation your special hospital, and can take, for example, in this part the balance scorecard. And after have the hospital this efficient effect. But this is not enough, because many hospitals have many plus. For example, when we see how working the hospital, and we see which, for example, which part has, we can take the other performance management model, and here write which performance management model can take in a balance scorecard. For example, EFQM is the staff and client social, and for example, the Virginia performance is special private sector performance model, have, for example, communication. And when used the balance scorecard, and not just balance scorecard, because I call a hospital performance scorecard, because this is more than, because I take the plus element, this is the trust. And after, for example, PAR, the virginal performance, the communication moves better than before, and for example, can better pass the strategy. So the hospital can thinking what is the most important in the life, and this is not mm, not enough, because enough is the management can thinking and can make the decision. And I think this model then good when, for example, can't par this model when, for example, the management say, this is really important, for example, the communication, or the other part, the management say this, for example, the service quality is important, so can take still one performance management model. And this was the main goal. The performance management not just needed in the hospital. The performance management is the management psychology. Psychology has the hospital, because the management thinking then, oh, this is very important because the performance in the hospital is important. I think can the hospital efficient working. So thank you for your attention.